Idris.
Just to follow up, you said Iran was behind the attack. So what does that mean? Have you seen evidence of financing or directing anything specific to this attack? Not just generally, but specifically.
So maybe I need to clarify further from what Lita had mentioned. We know that Iran funds these groups, like Kataib Hezbollah. We know that these IRGC-backed militias are the ones responsible for attacks on our troops in Iraq and Syria. Beyond that, we're doing an intelligence assessment. We don't have. I can't give you today that.
This attack, linking it to Iran.
We just know that Iran funds these groups, like Kataib Hezbollah and other groups that have attacked our forces. But I don't have more to share on.
You're saying, right?
As a general matter, yes.
Wow. This is the Pentagon telling you that they do not have any evidence whatsoever that Iran attacked or ordered for the attack of the strikes that led actually to the death of the 3 Americans. They do not have any evidence. All they know is that Iran sells and provides weapons to these resistances, to these Islamic factors, to whatever. Every country is allowed to sell their weapons however they wish, or to give their weapons to. Whichever way that person chooses to use them, no one gives a shit. Because this is the same thing that the US does. The US uses the taxpayers' money to give weapons that are causing a genocide in Gaza. The US is giving weapons to the Ukrainians. Do you know that ISIS is in possession of US military weapons that were abandoned in Afghanistan, that were left in Iraq? They have these weapons, and they are using them to do all atrocities, everything. We had the US president, former US President Donald Trump, bragging of how he assassinated an Iranian general in Iraq who was on a peace mission in Iraq. Now, let's just twist this around. Imagine this was vice versa. An American general was assassinated by Iranians or by the Iranian leader. What would have happened, right? It's okay for them when they do it, but it's not okay when other people do it. What kind of hypocrisy and stupidity is this? Now, let me just open your stupid mind, because I think you're crazy. You're going mad. Your borders have been opened, wide open, for a while right now. You have been finger pointing at Iran for decades now. You know, Netanyahu gave you a list of the countries he wanted you to take out for him. Libya, Iraq, Iran. You have so far taken out 2 countries for him. And what has that brought you? Any peace? Has it brought any safety to Israel? No. But let's get back to the border issue. Now, your borders have been opened. Iran has been knowing for decades that anytime you're going to attack it, that has always been your goal. Now, do you know how many Iranian or Islamic factors that have entered your country? Do you know how many Iranian operatives that have entered your country? In a case your leaders go mad in America and just attack Iran out of, even when say they didn't do it, because they are saying we all know that these Islamic factors, Islamic jihad groups, resistances are all funded and armed by Iran. Well, too bad, because you are also arming and occupying other people's countries. Why you're not wanted? Your military is everywhere in the world. For what? What are you doing in Syria besides stealing oil? You're not wanted there. You're not welcome there. Okay? And I'm going to be very, very, very open with you. Iranian operatives are already in the US. These Islamic factors, jihads, are already in the US, in your neighborhood, neighboring countries, because your borders have been opened, like wide open for everybody to come in. People have given evidence of where they have met Syrians come in, whoever enters your country. Do you think that they are going to sit there and watch while you slaughter Iranians, while you bomb Iranians. This fight is going to bite you in the ass, in your home, right in the US. It will bite you in the ass right in the US. We are not yet talking about the military capabilities of Iran. No, we are talking about the people who have already entered your country. Right? Now, these people, this is not going to be a war that you're going to come back from. This is not just going to be a mayor going and bombing the way you're doing to the Yemenis. Today, the whole world knows that what you're doing, including Americans, at least the ones who are open-minded, what you're doing is wrong. Even when you go to bomb Iran, trust me, you're going to have at least 45% of Americans who do not agree with you. And I'm telling you this is the only time these so groups that you have labeled terrorists are the good guys, and you who call yourself the good guys are the terrorists. This is the only time that the world, the Americans that you claim you're fighting for, because whoever you want to bomb is a terrorist, right? Now, you American people, the ones that are paying taxes that you're using to bomb others, are in line with those people you call the terrorists. They all want the same thing: to stop your crazy madness of wars around the world and to stop unaliving people at your free will.